When I say Made in India, I'm sure that your minds will focus on the labels on clothes, goods and services that is made in India and sold out of India. But the focus that I would like to bring today is the Made in India brand, which is you and me. Carrier of the day, carriers, Toastmasters, and yes, a very warm good evening to all. How proud are we to be part of this Made in India brand? Have we turned pessimists or critics that we do not appreciate our own identity? Today we talk about our states or get into groups that come from different states rather than be one proud Indian community. Let us look around and see the different nationalities around us. The Germans, French, English, Chinese, and the Portugal, they are a classical example of how Made in works. They do not project or talk about their nation or country, but project as one country, one nation. Friends, for 5 seconds, think whether your identity on the world stage is more because of the stage you come from or because of the Made in India brand. Have we stopped appreciating our country has made? No. We as individuals have stopped appreciating what our country has achieved since independence and have been less the identity our country has given us. We have been more bothered about how many nationalities and countries are above us rather than be more bothered about the countries and nationalities that are below us. The world sees us as the third largest economy, producing CEOs of top-ranked multinational companies, a growing country that is turning into a developed nation. Being Indians, we are naturally emotional. We rejoice when our country or countrymen do well. But when things go wrong, we will always like to pull people down and become self-analyzing critics. Look no further, cricketers are our prime example. They become gods overnight and become demons the following day. It reminds me of our snake and ladder board game. This applies to everything in our society. The Made in India brand should not be an emotional outburst, but about each Indian being proud, able, and willing to contribute to this Made in India story. Just imagine if 1 billion Indians were to contribute a small token of effort to this Made in India story. Then we'll surely be an unstoppable brand. Friends, this is not the time to stop looking down on ourselves and worry about the have-nots, but be proud of what we have and the identity our country has given us as Indians. In JFK's famous words, "My fellow Americans, look now what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country." As I conclude, let us all be proud of what has been achieved and our identity that is given by our nation, India. As we head this summer to India, let us all be very proud of our country and be happy carrying the badge of Made in India. And start thinking of what you can contribute in your own way to the success and growing of our Made in India brand. I would like to end this speech by saying, before kingdoms change, men must change. Thank you. Over to Gary.